What is skibidi toilets and why is it popular? If you look at trending, this is trending. In today's video, we're breaking down the entirety of the skibidi toilet lore and everything that you guys may be missing with this giant war. That's right. That was episode 1 of skibidi. This is episode 2. This is the first look at the skibidi defaults inside urinals, and of course our first female skibidi that has green hair and of course a skull. Now, then we get to episode 3. This is our first introduction of the toilet army, the big toilet. As you can see, skibidi is a part of the whole movement. It's a big thing. We are cameramen. We are watching and filming these skibidis, these toilets. We're here with the humans. The toilets break in. Once the toilets break in, all the humans in the room turn into toilets. You probably missed that. This is our first look at a big toilet with minions as toilets around him. Slowly but surely, you are starting to understand. The humans notice there's a war taking place. They're doing everything they can to stop these skibidi toilets from taking over. Flying toilets starts coming in with all their minions to take over the world. Now us as cameramen have to stop the skibidis, but we can't because now they're DJing. They're throwing parties for humans, and the humans are like, man, these toilets aren't too bad. But you start to realize the toilets used to be humans. That's right. And as you can see, a regular default toilet, but it's not that simple. It's never this simple because we're cameramen. We realize, oh my gosh, they're taking over humans and making them into evil toilets that are taking over the world. And there's more and more toilets, and they're getting a lot more powerful. Our first look at Big Toilet, or G-Man, also known as Boss Toilet. Camera army assembles. The toilet army then assembles. They bring their strongest on each side to fight. We get attacked on top of a roof. And that's when we find them in a park, going ahead and idolizing a poster of a toilet. Remember, we're team cameraman. We go ahead and spray paint this bad boy. And then we realize, wait a minute. The police have been now taken over by the toilets. The policemen of the world are now toilets. Yep, we're slowly losing everything. Anything sane, we are losing. Now we are in church. We have a holy toilet. It's legit called Holy Toilet. But guess what? This guy isn't as holy as you may think he is because the toilet army is evil. Us cameramen have to stop them before they take over the world. And you're probably wondering why. But as you can see, slowly but surely, the toilet army is getting stronger with more and more stronger people against the cameramen. This is our first look at the triple demon threat. The triple demon toilet. Also known as the demon toilet because there's 3 of them. It's pretty scary. But again, we haven't seen anything crazy on the cameraman side. We're still outnumbered, outmanned. They are much stronger than the cameramen right now. We are losing this war. But we get our first look at G-Man Boss Man with laser eyes. And he destroys hundreds of cameramen. It's a slaughter out there, boys. What are you doing? But we first look at our spider cameraman. And our panoramic, or I guess, well, there goes a spider camera. We lost it pretty quick. The flying toilet also gets flushed here because we had a secret unit drop down. But we get wiped out by a flying flaming toilet. Dudes, flaming toilets are never fun. Grandpa Toilet enters the picture. Grandpa Toilet is not to be messed with, as you can see. He's a little crazy. But then Soldier Toilet comes in, also known as Rocket Toilet, and wipes out all our troops. But this is where we have a trap. As you can see, we have toilets, Easter egg. We have a black toilet there. Boom, baby. Cameraman on top. This is our first solid W. And then we get assassinated by a toilet that then end up taking us out off the building. But we have a plan. We know where their warehouse is. We know where they're transforming humans into toilets. And it's right in here. We have a drone that's infiltrated them. But they notice that this camera toilet is not one of them. So we blew them all up. And we thought we did well until we realized, no, they're still strong. But don't worry, we got a plan. We found out they were having a big meeting. The boss man was having a giant meeting with all the toilets, and we called in a camera orbital strike to destroy them until we realized they're much stronger than we ever imagined. They're much stronger. They survived an orbital attack. We have to run. But with the G-Man and the Boss Man, you can't run too far. That's when we get camcorder and camo toilet. Camo toilet looks strong, but as you can see, he's been easily obliterated. This is when cameramen finally start to see some solid W's. We just destroyed 3 very strong toilets with our big cameraman. That's right. Big cameraman coming in hot. Boom, baby. Also known as Camera Titan. But listen, he isn't the strongest of strongest, okay? He's pretty strong, but he almost struggled with the 3-headed demon, the triple threat. But he was able to take them out until we were on the next day. The next animation you notice, Boss Man came in, G-Man came in with his laser eyes. We pulled out the shield and were able to stop him until Soldier Toilet came, blew up the shield, and G-Man started lasering our core centerpiece where we had to leave. I'm telling you, it's difficult out here. So we got a toilet we can interrogate. This guy was a captured toilet. We were looking for information on the Boss Man. We needed to know where we can strike to take him out. But slowly but surely, he started going crazy, and we had to flush him because he was calling for backup. And lo and behold, Boss Man came to us, wiped out everybody in the interrogation room. We then had more things created. Camcorder spiders, giant G-Man, flying toilets, all battling it out in the middle of the street. And we had a secret unit land on top of the Boss Man to flush him down. But he's one of the only toilets that cannot get flushed by regular old cameramen. And our first look at 5-headed toilets. Yeah, we're gonna need more than just punches to take him out. But we've got to work with the engineers of the cameraman crew, where we get infiltrated by toilets, and we need to make sure that our Titan is ready for war, because as you guys can see, we've got finger cannons, dudes. And with one little finger cannon explosion, all those toilets got wiped out. So good job, buddy. Good job. But you can see the toilets eating over there. All these toilets are beating up the camcorder men. We are able to go ahead and defend ourselves a little bit against these toilets. But the 5-headed demon, or the 5-headed toilet, was no match against our newest friend, Webcam Man. Now, Webcam Man is a little bit different than the rest. As you can see, we've got speakers now. We got flying speakers. We've got speaker men. We've got a webcam man with headphones. And this is where you're thinking, oh my God, we're about to get wiped out. But our newest technology, the newest faction to help us, our newest allies, are the speaker men and subwoofers. These guys are helping the cameramen defeat the toilets. So now we have cameramen and speakermen all working together to go ahead and defeat the toilets. On top of that, webcam men against all different types of toilets. And they're all very strong. But you can see we're doing a pretty good job on our own on these default toilets. The default toilets are very easy. The original toilets. Now, we wipe this guy out. Our first look at Speaker Man. And then this is considered Robber Toilet. Robber Toilet is a little scary, but he's no match for the Speaker Titan, guys. The Speaker Titan is one of the strongest of the speakers, okay? So each group has tiers and power levels. Speaker Titan's the strongest, Camera Titan's the strongest in the camera section, Speaker Titan's the strongest in the speaker section, and of course, the toilets also have some of their strong toilets that we have yet to see in this story. As it unfolds, you see the speakers and the cameramen finally start to get some solid W's. We finally get to start flushing a lot of toilets, and it's all thanks to the secret operatives that were finding out where the mafia toilet was having meetings in the city. Once we found out where these toilets were having their meetings, we deployed the Titans that we have available to us. We did get caught, but the Titan came and saved us before it was too late. And as you can see, we wiped out a lot of toilets, even soldier toilets and jetpack toilets, which are very strong toilets. Now, This is where it gets a little crazy because we have a whole army of speakers, cameramen, everyone celebrating. And it's our first look at this guy. The absolute crazy thing that this toilet is. Some call it flash toilet, some call it speedy toilet, electro toilet, a lot of different names for this guy. But in my opinion, he's one of the best toilets we've seen thus far because he's so fast and he's legitimately crazy. So, as you can see, one shot, he wipes everybody out. This is where toilets really get a really edge up. They start winning. This is the Infector, also known as Dr. Toilet, where he sends out infected toilets to take over cameramen, camcordermen, and anyone that goes against the toilets. This is where it gets a little scary because as you can see, camcorder man does not know that he's a camcorder. He thinks he's team toilet. This camcorder is ready for action though. All of these guys are ready for war, but this is an infected camcorder. And of course, this was a trap. This is where the infected absolutely just go ahead and defeat the cameramen pretty hard, right? We start losing a lot of men. We start losing a lot of cameras. We start losing a lot of spiders. This is a camo, elite camo toilet. And we come in with our grand old Titan. It's the only way we can defeat a lot of the toilets we've seen thus far. But of course, like I mentioned earlier, the infected toilet works wonders. He also sadly works on the elite Titans that we have a part of our army. And right there and then, that's when we lose control. The Speakerman Titan. We lose control of the Speakerman Titan just because we were not paying attention. And of course, he blasts all his friends, not realizing that he's been corrupted and infected. Corrupted, infected, zombified. Those are 3 words we're using for when they get turned. And as you can see, the Titan is just destroying its own people, working with the boss man, also known as G-Man. He's got laser eyes, guys. There's not much you can do against laser eyes. He actually destroys a lot of cameramen. And of course, this is our first look at something really creepy. It is a cursed, corrupted toilet speaker man. It's a little bit of a mix of all these different, it's a mess. Now, the toilets start to go ahead and lose a little bit here. This is when we get rid of corrupted out of a lot of speakermen. And thank you for the speakermen and camcorder men that have gone ahead and sacrificed themselves with that weird corruption. But slowly but surely, we have now invented a pulse rifle to destroy any corrupted camcorder TV men, camcorder men and cameramen. So that one little pulse rifle destroyed all the corruption, but it's not strong enough to convert the Titan back. That researcher ends up getting toasted, but we left with the technology, which is the most important thing. We still have the pulse rifle. Now, we're gonna have to create something super epic because they noticed that we've lost our Titan. So they started dual wielding these pulse rifles, and it works. The pulse rifles are able to convert all our friends back to normal and be able to flush all the toilet men that were corrupting our friends. Look at the cameraman's excited, the camcorder man's excited. We're flushing big toilets, easy peasy, no problem. But it doesn't stop there, dudes. It does not stop there because as you can see, we've now created a pulse cannon rifle. This pulse tank destroys speakermen that have been converted. But sadly, we cannot convert these guys. These are not able to convert back to original speakermen or woofermen because as you can see, it's also a part toilet man. It's a mutant. It's a mutant toilet, all right? Now, with that tank, it's the only thing we can use against the Titan. So we pull up, we see the Titan. The guys know, shoot him! They go, line up, and they shoot their shot. But it gets blocked. It gets blocked by an elite bossman. The cameramen were really losing at this point. We were really down bad, and as you can see, we just lost one of our cameramen friends, and we're getting wrecked at every angle. We're using plungers to plunge, jetpacks coming from nowhere. But this is the introduction of our new ally, TV men. Now you see, this is a blue light. Very important information, a part of the lore. Blue light makes the toilet men just freeze. They can't do anything with blue light, okay? Now keep that in mind. Blue light makes them freeze from a TV man. Very simple. TV men are our friends. See, he's smiling. But after meeting the TV man, we noticed, wait a second, we've been going at war for quite some time. We've got big toilets. We've got jetpack toilets all coming towards us. TV man's like, hey man, this is too much for me to handle. Let's bring in my friend, big TV man. But we have to wear protection on our camera glasses or our camera lens to go ahead and allow for the white light. The white light causes similar to blue light, but also makes the little ones explode, if you noticed. So we put the protective lens on. It makes the white light go out. It crashes the jetpacks and the flying toilets, makes all the other ones go a little crazy, not sure what to do. But the blue light, we didn't see what it does to flying or anything like that. Did it explode? And that's when we have the epic TV Titan. We've got a lot of guys, and we have to put the protective lens on. We've got default spider toilets, police toilets, big toilets, and of course, the first look ever at the current episode, the TV Titan. As you can see, the TV Titan has a big screen TV and of course emits a red light. We have blue light, white light, and the TV Titan does red light, which makes them flush themselves. Never before seen. We've never seen a toilet flush themselves. So the TV Titans may be the way that we can go ahead and stop all of them from attacking us. But can he be corrupted? That's what we gotta find out. And of course, he's smiling.